Today we're going on another hunt for an ultimate vehicle toolkit, but the place we're gonna look isn't somewhere you would expect to have what we need. Now in the past toolkit videos, we were trying to match a kit that I found online. Today we're gonna change it up a little bit and try to just get the absolute best products I can find for the best price, still staying under that $250 budget. Although I know it's gonna be super hard to beat Harbor Freight's ultimate vehicle toolkit that we put together, the reason we're going to Tractor Supply today is because I found a kit online that I honestly can't believe. So let's go to the store and see if we can find one. Now with Tractor Supply, they always have a great discount section, but usually it varies drastically between the different stores. So if we need to today, we will go to a couple different stores, but hopefully we won't have to. So as soon as you walk in here, you're gonna see a big clearance section, usually in pretty much all of the Tractor Supplies, and that's the main section we're gonna start in. So for instance, they've got a 3/8" drive set with standard and metric that's only $14. So for that set, that's pretty good. And utility knife set, $9 for all those. That's pretty crazy. All of them do have a decent selection of tire repair stuff, but I've got a much better solution that I'll show you guys whenever we get back home. Now you won't be able to tell from this video, but I actually had to go to 4 different Tractor Supplies to try to find exactly what we were looking for. It seemed like all of them had the 172-piece tool set for $200. And then pretty much all the Tractor Supplies also had the 52-piece tool set that was priced right under $70. But out of all 4 Tractor Supplies, only one had one 324-piece toolbox set for $130. Now, first look, I was super impressed by the actual quality of the box itself. It looks just like a Pelican case. And it's also got rubber wheels on the bottom and a pull-out handle, so you can wheel this thing around just like a suitcase. And it was even quite a bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. Now, one question I had is, this kit looks really inclusive, and it looks like it has more than the 72-piece or 172-piece tool set. So why is it $70 cheaper with a better case? Now, this store also had a lot of off-road recovery gear, which was nice to see. They even had some off-road lights. But I'll admit, once I found the toolbox, the mechanics tool set we were looking for, I got pretty distracted in there. So let's go back home and I'll show you everything I got. Well, we've made it back, and I've got to admit, I went a little off course with what we were planning to get, but I found some pretty crazy deals on some pretty awesome stuff. So now let's lay it all out and see what we got. So for the first product, this is a digital multimeter. You guys saw me pick it up for only $15. To be fair, I don't have one of these that I keep in any of my kits, and they can be extremely beneficial whenever the time comes and you actually need one. So for $14, why not have one? Next up, we got a set of flashlights from JobSmart. These were $10 for the 2-pack, and they do already have batteries. Now, JobSmart is the brand that we got a lot of this stuff from. Apparently that is Tractor Supply's brand. And surprisingly enough, some of their equipment actually has a lifetime warranty, just like the Pittsburgh stuff that we get from Harbor Freight. So it seems to be some decent stuff. This is a great work light. Now these are only 300 lumens, but 300 lumens is plenty for a work light, and they seem actually pretty robust. Up next, we got a pocket knife from Gerber. Now typically I will put razor blades and pocket knives in my mechanic vehicle toolkit, simply because you always need a blade. So this knife was originally by itself priced at $40 and still is at the store. And I saw this kit with a money clip and the knife for only $14. It makes no sense at all. But for that price, I had to at least buy it to test it out. The blade itself seems pretty decent. You do have the ability to flip it out like that, and it feels fine in the hand. Seems like a pretty good deal. Now up next, we got a code reader, an OBD2 scanner, and these are extremely useful. I carry one all the time in my Jeep, and whenever we're going off-road or going on longer trips, I'll make sure that I take it in whatever car we're taking, because inevitably with the stuff I do with these vehicles, trouble codes pop up all the time, and a lot of times you just need to clear them, that way you can get out of limp mode. Now the price on this was marked down from, I think, $50 originally down to $34. So with this, you can simply plug it into your OBD2 scanner, any vehicle from like 1997 and up, and it should be able to read pretty much every manufacturer's codes, and it should also be able to delete them. So if you have a check engine light that pops up, not only will it tell you the code, but you'll also be able to clear it with this product. Now to continue with our trend of getting off track, this is the next item I picked up, It's got our hatchet, a nice fixed blade knife, and then a small shovel, a collapsible shovel. So with this, originally they were priced at $50 at all the Tractor Supplies, and it seems like they didn't really sell many of them at that price. Almost all the Tractor Supplies that I went to have these marked down for $25 now, but they have this one marked down to $19. So I literally could not walk past this deal. Now before we dive into the absolute coolest mechanics toolkit I have ever seen, I've got to show you some honorable mentions because they're super important too. As many of you know from the previous videos, we've been doing the giveaway on the Last Fit jump starter. A jump starter is something that you really should have. So by the time you guys are seeing this, the giveaway will be over, and I really appreciate Last Fit for always helping us out. Now since that giveaway's over, it's time to tell you guys what we're giving away next. I'm sure many of you have seen a company called Blue Tread on social media here recently. They are a relatively newer company that I've just came across that makes some of the absolute best tire repair kits I have ever seen. It is absolutely wild. What you'll see right here is their patch kit. So typically what you see with tire repair kits is just a simple plug tool and plugs to, get you through if you run over a nail. But for us that are going off-road with these massive wheels and tires, we've got to have something else. Sidewall damage is one of the absolute most common issues out on the trails, and this kit aims to fix that. Now they not only make this kit that's specifically just for sidewalls, they also make their Expedition kit, which comes with everything you could possibly need for repairing your tires out on the trail. So first of all, it comes with this awesome bag right here with a lanyard to know exactly what it is. So what you're going to see here is our two T-handle tools that we need with a little sheath that covers both of them. Super cool. After that, we've got a stack of sandpaper because if you are going to repair your sidewall, you want to make sure you have an even surface before you apply any of your glue. You'll see that we've got 5 different tubes of glue right here with a bunch of different nozzles on them as well. Now, of course, it's going to come with the traditional tube plugs that we're used to. This actually has 12 plugs that come with the kit, and they are super high quality. They're not the already pre-dried out ones that you'll see in almost all the kits from everywhere else. And one of the coolest things in this entire kit has got to be these massive rubber patches. Now, these are 4x4 patches that you can cut down to size whenever you have a rip in your sidewall. It's super important that you can cover the entire surface, you can sand it down with the kit they have, and then apply the glue. That way you can stick this to the side. After it's cured, in about 30 minutes, you'll be able to drive down the road just like you were. Now, these are super beneficial in sticky situations to help you get out of the trail. I can tell you right now, with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392, this is definitely something that I need to carry because I don't carry a spare. Once we get past that, we've got a valve stem core tool with some valve stem caps, valve stem cores as well. Then last but certainly not least is going to be the Colby valves. Now these are to be used in a situation where you've ripped off your valve stem, and I can tell you it's happened to me before. So these are great for side-by-sides, for Jeeps, for anything that's going off-road, or anything that's on-road. You never know what could happen. And these are a great product to have. To get entered on this giveaway, it's super simple, just like the last giveaway. All you need to do is like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and comment Godspeed. It couldn't be any simpler than that. We're going to run this giveaway for 2 weeks, so you will see this in the next video as well. But a huge thank you to Blue Tread for sending out this awesome kit that I honestly believe every vehicle should have with them. Now to show you guys the absolute coolest thing that I've bought since we started this Ultimate Vehicle Toolkit Challenge, it's got to be the JobSmart 324-piece mechanics tool set. I've honestly never seen one that is this well thought out, and for the price. This was only $130. I had seen this one time on social media, one singular post that a technician at work showed me. It seemed like they had to skip out on something to be able to make this work, but I honestly don't think they have.
Now, in editing this video, I realized I skipped over one of the best parts about this toolkit. It comes with a lifetime guarantee. Now, I'm not sure what the return process is like if you do have issues, but that is something awesome you need to know.
So to open it up here, you can tell we've got some really heavy duty clasp, and it does have an O-ring all the way around. Now, as soon as we open it up, you're gonna see that we've got all of our different bits right here. So we've got 6 of these. They've got everything from T-bits to Allen key sizes to normal screwdriver bits, everything for a screwdriver that you can possibly think of. And we've got 6 of them here. And then we've also got the nutsert tools right there too. We've got 2 different packages of those. We've got a 20-piece metric set of Allen keys right here, and they've got long arm and short arm versions of those in here. Then we've also got another 20-piece set of the standard sizes going through the same range, and long and short arm versions of those. Then we've actually got a tiny set of combination wrenches that are going to be a metric set. So these start from 4 and go up to 10 millimeters. They are a 10-piece set. And then same thing for the standard set. Once we move beyond that, we've got a rollout tool bag that is going to house our standard combination wrenches. So as you can see right here, we've got our smallest as a 1/4, and then we got our biggest as 3/4 inch. We've also got a screwdriver tool. This will also accept any of the 1/4 inch sockets. And then we've got our nut driver screwdriver right here. And I really like the grip on these. Something that I've got to tell you guys is the quality is not super cheap on any of this stuff, as you can tell. The bags even themselves are not cheap quality either. Obviously it's not super expensive, but I don't even know how they could wrap these up in plastic for this price. It's crazy. And this seems to be like a nylon bag. Now all of the wrenches seem to be pretty good too. They are a chrome vanadium, and they are definitely super tough. There's no ridges in the teeth for the combination set, but they do have 12 point on the back. Now once we move on from our standard set, we've got a metric set of combination wrenches right here. And this goes all the way from 8 to 19. It actually skips nothing. This is a full set from 8 millimeter all the way up to 19 millimeter for your combination wrench. And then we finally start getting to the good stuff. So the first time I opened it, I'll be fair, it had screws holding this plastic cover down. I took it out already just for the ease, but look inside of this. Not only do we have all these crazy sockets, we've also got a 6-inch crescent. And of course, this is a 1/4 inch drive. Now this drive seems decent. It's definitely not bad at all. I couldn't find on the specs how many teeth it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was 90, obviously at least 62. We've got a swivel extension right there for our 1/4 inch drive, which is super nice to see in a kit like this. We've also got a long extension for our 1/4 inch, and then we've got this adapter right here that's going to go from 1/4 inch up to 3/8. Then we've got 2 other extensions. We've got a middle length extension there, and then a short extension right here. Now what you're going to see with these sockets is we're going to have shallow sockets on this side and deep well on this side. For the metric, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then for standard, we've got from 5/32 all the way up to 1/2 inch. Now for the shallow, you're going to see 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 9. And then you're going to see 10, 11, and 12. And then we're going to have 5/32 all the way up to 1/2 inch. And then we're going to have some other sizes as well, including 3/8, 5/16, 1/4. They've got everything laid out here. It is super crazy to see that. But obviously that's not it. You pull out the first tray here, and that is going to reveal the second tray. Now the second tray is all 3/8. So we're going to have a similar setup like we had before. We're going to have our deep sockets over here. We're going to have our traditional shallows here. We're going to have an extension, a long extension, a small extension right here. We're also going to have an adapter for the 3/8 going to 1/2 inch. And then we've also got a swivel socket right here too. I love seeing these swivel sockets in these little kits. It's crazy. You usually don't see that much included with them. On the metric side, ranging from 6 with no skips all the way to 16. And then 1/4 inch all the way up to 13/16 for the standard. You're also going to see that we've got these hex keys as well. So with this hex key set, it's pretty inclusive. It has a lot of the sizes that you need. It's got 1/8, 1/4, 5/16. It's got 3/4. It's got a 10 millimeter hex key, 9 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 7 millimeter, and then we've got T-bits as well. So we've got T50, T47, T45, and T40. We've also got a 13/16 socket right here in the back, and then we've got a 5/8 socket right there too. So they've got pretty much every size that you'll run into. And for this 3/8 drive, it is pretty nice. The ratchet quality seems to be right on par with most of the competition, you know, within that price range of budget friendly. But it seems a little bit more refined than the Pittsburgh wrenches I got in my cheap set from them. So the handle's really nice. I like the design of the handle. And it doesn't have much slop in it at all. So I'm super impressed by that. And then once we get to the bottom here, I'm gonna restack these so you guys can see there is nothing else in the bottom of that tray. And these are made specifically to go in the right order, I'm finding out right now. So what we've got right here is our entire set of 1/2" drive stuff. So this is a pretty heavy duty 1/2" drive. A little bit more slop than what you feel in the 3/8 and 1/4" just because of the size. So these may be 62 the way that it feels, but it still feels really good and it's got a lot of weight to it. You're gonna see we also have a massive extension for it. When have you ever seen an extension this size in a little mechanics toolkit like this? That is absolutely awesome to see. We've got a medium-sized extension, and then we've also got an adapter for this to go down to 3/8. We've also got a swivel socket for this. And then for the metric side, we're gonna see 13 all the way up to 22 with no skips. And then on this side for the deep sockets, we've got 15, 17, 18, 19, and 21. Then we've got some pretty big sizes for the standard. We've got 7/8, we've got 15/16, we've got 13/16. We've got all the big sizes that you'll really need, deep well and standard. So this kit is absolutely insane. And to see that all this comes for only $130 is absolutely mind-blowing. The quality on the box alone is enough to win me over. Once I saw it in person, I was like, I absolutely have to have it. I just can't believe they can offer all this for $130. And just to show you guys that you do have extra room in here, I put everything else that I need, even the stuff that I did not buy from Tractor Supply. I've thrown an extra knife in here. I've got a rubber mallet. I've got a tire pressure gauge, 2 traditional screwdrivers, got some electrical tape, I got a razor blade, got some gloves, got a tire repair kit, and then I've got all my additional pliers. So all the pliers that you really need. These are basically just extras that I keep. I've got some lineman pliers, got some needle nose pliers, we've got some wire strippers right here, some wire cutters, a little bit bigger crescent wrench. This is an 8-inch, it comes with a 6. And then we've also got a small set of needle nose. So you do have plenty of room to put everything in there. And just to make sure nothing moves around in there, I like to throw a microfiber, which is always good to have too. And then we should be able to snap this thing right down. And nothing in there is going anywhere. So it's all still super solid, not gonna make any crazy noise. In all honesty, guys, for the kit, for this price, I don't think that there is a better option out there. I mean, how crazy is this kit? If you guys know of anything that could be better or might offer a better value, please drop it down in the comments below. I just don't think that there is anything that can possibly beat this for under even $200, but certainly not for $130. Just for reference, this is Cobalt's tried and true 270-piece mechanics tool set that's $150 compared to the Tractor Supply 324-piece mechanics tool set. As you can tell with a normal toolkit, even in a really nice blown molded case, still makes a little noise. This one is absolutely silent. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing this kit in more detail and comparing it to other toolkits that you can get from some of the other big names, please let me know in the comments down below. I've got some other great toolkits here that I'd love to compare it to. And if there's something that you guys know that's out there that does compare to it, I'll go out and buy it. If you guys are adding this up, you'll know that we've only got to $220 so far. So we didn't even get to a full $250, but I bought something the other day that'll get us right there. This is another item that was just too good of a deal to pass up. This is the SOG Spear. So typically these are about $60, and Tractor Supply had this on sale for $30. So I could not pass that up. It's got a polymer handle here that seems really tough, really robust, and a really nice spear blade there. So we did end up spending a total of $250 from Tractor Supply. But after I found this kit, I honestly didn't feel like I needed to buy any more tools from Tractor Supply. This kit, if that's all that you get from Tractor Supply, is all that you need. They do have some other really great tools that you guys saw in the clearance section, but if you're wanting to compete with Harbor Freight prices, you basically have to find them in that clearance section there. So depending on what time of the year it is and what kind of sale they have and which store you're at, you may be in luck, because I've walked into Tractor Supply many times and seen those clearance sections being absolutely stacked with some really good quality tools for an insane price. But you have to find them while they're in those bins, while they're usually packaged with multiple tools for it to make sense. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it gives you a new light on Tractor Supply as well. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. But until then, Godspeed.